Monthly Roundup.
You've tuned in to the Monthly Roundup. My name is Roman Lech. This is a update series every month. Not particularly got a schedule for this. It's just like every month there'll be a monthly roundup. Failing that, there'll be one the following month. In these little videos or podcasts, whatever you want to call them, I'll be going over updates of my personal life as well as the projects belonging to Collaseum, as well as some other little knickknacks sprinkled in here and there. So, first of all, Wellbeing update. I've not been very vocal for a while. A lot of things have been going on behind the scenes, going on in my life. A few bad things, a few good things, and some very, very good things. So I'll be going more of that in a moment. So, as of where I've been and why I've not been on very active, apart from the How to Effing Cook episode on the Beyond the Collaseum channel, check it out. It will teach you how to make a turkey sandwich, except it's just full of jokes and references and a couple of shout outs. I've been in the process of moving out. I want to be able to not just rely on everybody else. Not saying that's a particularly bad thing, it's just that I want to be able to do things for myself without relying on anyone else. It's just simple things, really. You learn proper life skills. It's something I've wanted for a while, but it's not particularly been the easiest thing to do. Christmas, possibly not something I want to touch on. It's good and bad, goods and bads. Missing family. It's been quite tough, the end of last year. But as for the new year, it's been quite good, very good. As for what we've been up to, stuff in the faces, playing games, and all I'm going to say is it's called Cherry Exchange. If you can figure that out, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if not, let's just leave that as it is. Yeah. So, I've been very well recently. A lot of my little problems have been cleared up. For example, my psoriasis has been clearing up. Yes, I've been diagnosed with psoriasis. It's just essentially my skin cells being attacked by my immune system, and it's trying to replenish the skin cells faster than usual, and it causes a lot of redness and dry skin. Don't worry, I'm not contagious. Well, at least not in psoriasis way, anyway. My humour may be, but my psoriasis. I've been mostly working. I've got a new job, moved out somewhat to a degree. A lot of my clothes are still back at my old place. I've not really moved very far. I've actually moved in with Jake, Yasmin and Charlotte. So yeah, so expect to see a slightly new background with the Roman's Costume of Games, some slightly different styles of video. Projects are coming back as normal, and I should be going over those right after the Song of the Month. And you guessed it, it is none other than the very interesting song Cherry Exchange from the album Graffiti.
Assurance that we're never alone. Is this what you wanted? I'm demoralized. I said what I've said. Found the mark, both our roads blades clash in the dark. Shed our skin, game we lose, but at the same time that we win. Strange handshake, rivers flow in the master's quarters. Ring the bell, choke the gecko, playing harp while in the basement. Expression says I'm doing just fine. Rivers flow in the master's quarters. Puppeteer guides my way, playing harp while in the basement. Raise your neck, shave my bishops not in check. Quiet laughter till we laugh at now and hereafter. Gotta grasp for gates open softly with a gas. One is flawed, such a pity we did all we could. This feeling I fight, getting flashbacks of the war last night. What have I done? Mind races like convicts on the run. Jerry exchange, strange handshake. Rivers flow in the master's quarters. Ring the bell, choke the gecko, playing harp while in the basement. Expression says I'm doing just fine. Rivers flow in the master's quarters. Puppeteer guides my way, playing harp while in the basement. On our own, better assurance that we're never alone. Is this what you wanted? I'm demoralized, I said what I've said. Found the mark, both our roads blades clash in the dark. Shed our skin, game we lose, but at the same time that we win. We're on our own, better assurance that we're never alone. Is this what you wanted? I'm demoralized, I said.
I must say that's quite an interesting song if you can figure out what that means. Welcome back to the Monthly Roundup. So, the very first update from the Collaseum I wish to go over is Eddie Died. It's a brand new series which is currently in the works right now. Production has begun and it has a very, very, very dark undertone to the series. It's something I've never ever done before, never would have even thought of doing. It's a lot of things that happen in it, some of the subject matters, the places they go to. It's well outside my comfort zone, and I'll be very surprised if YouTube allows me to even upload this because of how graphic this is going to be. So I might have to do 2 versions of Eddie Died. I'll give you a bit of an insight as to how graphic this is. It depicts animal abuse, oral sex, and it also depicts drug use. Obviously, everything's very suggested. You don't quite see exactly what's going on, but that's just a bit of an eye-opener as to what to expect. Why am I doing this? It's quite literally, I want to make something that is well outside my comfort zone. Something that is incredibly, and to excuse the terminology, something incredibly fucked up. And this is it. This is Eddie Died. So, there'll be more of that later with my special star guest, Eddie Carlson, who is the protagonist of the series. Now you're thinking, if Eddie died, what's he doing here? It's a metaphor. That's all I'm going to say. He didn't die, but something else did. Moonshine. Now, you may have seen the weapon demonstration of Moonshine. I will go over what that's about. It's essentially it's primarily a PvE WOD, but there is PvP for those who wish to take on their friends and anyone else. The premise of Moonshine is that you explore different areas and you collect different pieces to enter a boss area, so to speak. It's kind of like a bit of a hub shooter. You go in between places, you solve puzzles, defeat bosses, and you fight the big boss at the end. I suppose you could say it's a bit like Warzone Zombies, in a way. Did I just actually say it? No, I meant to say Modern Warfare Zombies. I do apologise. The cramming Warzone down our throats that much, it can get a bit confusing sometimes. I do apologise for those who are true fans of Modern Warfare. I probably just sparked an argument there, but all arguments are welcome. Just keep it nice. What Are the Chances is making a return. It's going to be completely redone. In fact, I've been working on that secretly for a while. It started as a play around, but turned out to be much more than just a play around. It's incredibly different and much more better. The difference being with this version of What Are the Chances, it's not so much going to include things like Quake 1, Star Wars, Serious Sam, or anything from any direct ports from other projects or sources. It may feature sprites and sounds from other sources, but they are completely original. They are just obviously maybe some inspiration, like heavy inspiration, but nothing directly. So don't expect to fight Darth Vader or Shambles from Quake 1, I'm sorry to say. However, if you do want to fight Darth Vader, stay tuned for Star Wars Imperial Legacy when that comes around. I promise I will finish it. It's just that thing's been getting in the way, unfortunately. But we're back on track, we're back in business, brand new year, and we're coming back. So, What Are the Chances is a go. Now, some of you may be wondering, where the hell is Horror Converted to? I said it'd come out this last Halloween. Last Halloween was a shambles. It was a bloody letdown. I am so sorry. I'm going to be working on a trailer the second, the moment this is finished. And I'm going to be releasing Horror Converted 2. As soon as this podcast is finished. In fact, the next video after this will most probably be the trailer to Horror Converted 2. I really apologise to all those who are waiting for it for so long. I hope this has not been a letdown. I really hope it's not going to be a letdown. If this project may seem a bit lacklustre, don't worry. It's going to be updated. It's going to be seasonally updated. As I mentioned in the previous update, I really do apologise to those who were expecting that. I've let myself down, I've let you down. But this new year, I make a promise I will not let you down this time. Horror Converted 2 will be out very soon. In fact, next couple of days, I would say. Easy. But I wish to thank all of you for your amazing patience. Certainly more patient than I am, say, with Necrostorm, but I've not said anything, no one's really said anything, but it's all clear, we're back in business. Stay tuned for Horror Converted 2, and I sure hope this gives you a lot of good fright, as is my intention. For you music fans, allow me to introduce you to Memento. Not quite going to preview anything just yet, still quite early in the works. I can list a couple of tracks to expect in the new album, and it's also going to be my very first, how I describe it, as a unplugged album. So a lot of orchestral stuff, a lot of brass. It's sort of the Pray for the Wicked, but run as Collaseum, if you know what I mean. Yeah, very, a lot of brass, a lot of unplugged instruments, so to speak. So there's a couple of tracks on there. I won't preview them, but I'll just sort of give a bit of a description of some of them. One is called Panic Cry. That one's about how could I put that? I'll tell you what that's about. So Panic Cry is basically the honeymoon. Is it honeymoon syndrome? Honeymoon effect? Yeah. That wasn't fun at all. A bit of a shock to the system, that was. But we got over it. We got through it. And never been a problem ever since. But that wasn't. It was also a combination of, like I say, I don't want to repeat myself, but there was a combination of both that and stuff going on behind the scenes. I wanted to do something that's quite similar to Panic at the Disco's Tied to the Tracks, which is very touches a certain part of my heart, which it hits a nerve. That song does. So it's similar to that, and I think I nailed it. Really, the vocals are very good. It's a very touchy song about a very touchy subject. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you could describe this as Cherry Exchange 2.0, a song called Oh There. You can probably guess what that's about. If you can't guess what that's about, then just sling your mind in the gutter and just leave it there. That's another Mind in the Gutter song. It doesn't quite describe anything in detail. It's going to be as vague as Cherry Exchange In case you're wondering why it's called Cherry Exchange, it's not clear enough. This is nothing to do with what it's about. This is basically about 2 minutes before what it's about. It's basically me and my girlfriend kissed, and she had a cherry relentless at the time, and I was like, cherry. That was literally it. That's why it's called Cherry Exchange. In case you're wondering. Oh, there. Well, you can probably guess what that's about. But yeah, it's kind of like you get these thoughts and you just want to just let them out and see what sticks. You feel what I mean? It's exploring parts of the mind that you wouldn't normally explore. Well, it's not. I wouldn't normally explore, given my track record. I suppose another example. Okay, a less lewd example could be Thanks America. Now, this has got nothing to do with anything political. It's got nothing to do with America itself, really. It's essentially a sort of an homage to a lot of my favourite forms of media. For example, The Division, Skate from New York, Panic at the Disco again. It's a lot of things that I like that are based on or come from America. It's just a bit of an homage to that, really. It's hence why it's called Thanks America. Thanks for for letting these things exist. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the Collaseum update. There's more to what's going on, but because of the way things have been recently, not much has really been touched upon. Hell, Zero Tolerance Squad, that's been changed again and again and again and again, and I can't quite say what to expect because it's changing all the time. My character has gone all over the place. Even the main protagonist, it's just everything's changing all the time. But I can rest assured, it's going to be the magnum opus, guaranteed. So, the rather unique part of the show, an interview. Not with anyone in particular, but with a character from Eddie Died. So please welcome Eddie Carlson to the show.
Alright, how's it going?
Very well, thank you, Eddie. How are you?
Leg hurts a bit, but not too bad, sir. Fucking hell, what's going on here then? What's all this?
Oh, that's just the equipment, don't mind it. So, welcome to the Monthly Roundup. I've got a couple of questions I'd like to ask you, if you're okay with that.
Well, why else would I be here then?
Thank you, Eddie. So, you star in you're the main protagonist of a brand new project called Eddie Died. I'll give a brief description of what the show's about and what to expect, but I want to hear it from you. What is your perspective on your show, Eddie Died?
Eddie Died, right. So it's about this geezer called Eddie Carlson, that's me, in case you didn't fucking know already. Go for a bit of a rough patch. I'm dying. A lot of people die. I kill a lot of fucking people. They're all cunts. Fuck them. And basically, it's a fucking miserable show. Why the fuck I would want to watch it, I don't know.
Well, it's got a bit of comedy sprinkled here and there, would you say?
We got a fucking sick sense of humour. We found this fucking thing funny.
Of course. Yeah, I've got a very sick sense of humour.
I don't find it very fucking funny.
Alright, okay. So, what's your role in the series? Who are you all about?
Well, you mentioned before, I'm the main protagonist. A lot of shit goes down. Bad shit happens to me. I suppose a bit about redemption, a bit of revenge as well. I hit shit creek, I get out of it. But I do it in the most fucking painful way possible. Smashing heads in with a bad baseball bat, chucking people off buildings, fucking shit up at a strip club. Yeah. The fuckers get the comeuppance.
That's perfect, yeah, thank you very much. So, is there anything else to expect in this series other than the things that you and I have mentioned?
Oh, my mate Caleb Harrington is in it as well.
Caleb Harrington's coming back?
Yeah, I thought you knew that already.
Well, of course I did, but the audience doesn't know that.
Yeah, Caleb Harrington from that Anonymous Ace film, was it? Yeah, that creepy old fucker. He's coming back. Sicilian's still fucking dead, though. I suppose. Is he back in it?
Briefly, he's mentioned in it as well, but you might see a flashback or two of him.
Money grabbing cunt, what a fucking idiot.
He is a bit of an idiot as well. Anything you wish to add about the series? Eddie?
Nah.
Right.
Right.
Thank you, Eddie Carlson. Oh, he's left. No, not that. Oh. The alarm will go off. That door. That, thank you.
Oh, he's fucking got it.
Sorry about that. So, okay. Since this is an update video as well, it's cutting for the car park, sorry. Since this is an update video, there'll be other things as well to expect. There's an optional segment, which not quite figured out for this episode yet. Maybe in February I'll have an optional segment I'm going to add. This could be anything, but today's up segment, I'm not really sure. Still quite early in the works, just trying things out. I haven't done anything like this before, so yeah. We're coming to the end of the monthly roundup. We have a trivia question. You don't have to answer this, there's no prize, but it's just a bit of a way to connect to the audience. So, trivia question for you. Who played John Bennett in the Christopher film series? So, to conclude this episode of the monthly roundup, a few closing words from me. I wish you all a happy new year. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a lovely Boxing Day. I hope you've got everything you've ever wanted. If not, fingers crossed for you that the new year brings much fortune. And don't do the washing up. Don't do the washing up, it's bad luck. I mean, saying it's bad luck to do it on New Year's Day, it's probably New Year's Day for me every day. No, don't worry. I might wash a cup or two if I can tear myself away from the computer and Xbox and girlfriend. You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, I hope you'll have a wonderful New Year. Stay safe, stay healthy. I should really be telling myself that, but there's always a new year. And resolutions are a thing. In fact, I've made a start already. I've started to look after myself now. And a piece of BS advice to be expected, since this is an update. For those who don't know or new to this channel, every update video has some BS advice. It originally came from the Collaseum of Games channel, where I'll say something like, if you find a goldfish in a pond, the best thing to do is run for dear life and eat a sandwich. It means nothing. So for this month's advice will be, if you get stung by a bee, if you punch your right foot and it turns blue, amputate your left little finger and stick it up your nose, and don't you look an idiot. You do that. That's my advice. Take it or leave it, but don't get stung by a bee. Time to close off the first episode of the monthly roundup with a rather ironic song from an album called No Hope. The song being Bad Future. Quite the irony. Thank you for tuning in. Gonna bide your actions then. Don't matter now, it's said and done. Memories come bad like a curse. Except for me, there is no cure. No return, no human race. And now we walk this barren waste. Foolish one, why can't you see? Your failure is set in stone. Bad future, come walk with me. Let us see what we've become. No hope, no place to be. Nothing left but the dying sun. Nothing left but the will to be. Resurrection of the morning star. Turning back ain't an option now. And now we're cursed for who we are. I can't abide your actions now. It matters now, you just carry on. Life has turned into a living curse. Resetting life death is the only cure. No return, no human race. And now we walk this barren waste. Foolish one, why can't you see? Your failure is set in stone. Bad future, come walk with me. Let us see what we've become. No hope, no place to be. Nothing left but the dying sun. Nothing left but the will to be. Resurrection of the morning star. Turning back ain't an option now. Now we're cursed for who we are. Bad future, come walk with me. Let us see what we've become. No hope, no place to be. Nothing left but the dying sun. Nothing left but the will to be. The resurrection of the morning star. Turning back ain't an option now. Now we're cursed for who we are. Bad future, come walk with me. Let us see what we've become. No hope, no place to be. Nothing left but the dying sun. Nothing left but the will to be. Resurrection of the morning star. Turning back ain't an option now. Now we're cursed for who we are.
You have been watching the MrSkulltag channel. Be sure to check out the links in the description below for more short films, entertaining videos, gaming videos, or check out our blog for future updates.